Share someone of the story of your marriage, where you met, how you become engaged.
Our story started after our college graduation. We both took up BE Science, Computer Science, in the same school. We never imagined to be together, but God lighted a way for us. It was not really smooth, but we can say that we were happy during those days of relating, getting to know each other, and then when we were in our 7 year of our relationship, we decided to get married.
Can you remember a specific moment in that time when you knew you would end up marrying mom?
When I hung up, I told I could marry that man from our first phone conversation. We were never at loss for words and we thought about deep things right from the start. He could hold his own in a conversation. At that meant a lot to me.
What aspect of marriage were you most pleasantly surprised by?
It's comforting and celebrate with you when something good and something good happens. Knowing that your partner cares what happens to you is everything.
Look back on some of the expectation of you had before you married. How have they changed now?
All the positive expectation came to our mind, but of course, there are really things that we should consider before all that happens. Not everything you want will be changed in just a snap. No, it will take time. The important is um is we are happy and continue working with all the expectation to each other.
What do you think is the most challenging part of being married?
Your life can be going okay and your partner is struggling with something and you can't escape that. It can be hard at times, also recognizing that we each have different needs and learning how to compromise and balance it all out.
What has been the greatest obstacle you and mom have faced over 27 years?
We have faced many are over the years. Some more intense, you others financial pressures have been a part of our lives. Once the beginning, some years more than others, we have learned over the years to trust that God will provide what we need and when we need it. But it is still it's hard at times. The loss of love once has been very challenging too.
During difficult times, how did these times affect your relationship with God and with each other?
Life is not predictable. There are ups and downs along the way. Many of us want to trust God. When times are good, it can feel easier, but when times feel difficult, it is even more important to trust God. God's unchanging character can give us a firm foundation when things feel unsteady and uncertain.
Other than the days that your children were born, what has been the most joyous day of occasion you experienced as a married couple?
A great. wife experience the most memorable and magical moments of your life. From this day, sending a lot of love your way on this joyous occasion.
What's one thing that mom does that makes you feel glad you're married? Here 27 years ago.
He loves me unconditionally. He will do anything I asked him to within reason, um, and will never hesitate to do something that he knows will please me or help me out. It can be simple as stopping at the store on the way home from work, even if it's pouring outside and he's tired and hungry, to planning an um, elaborate scheme to surprise me on my birthday.
If you could have been giving a key piece of advice before marrying mom, what would if you have been?
Life requires a lot of patience and trusting that everything will be okay. Learn to forgive and to not give score. Everyone can be difficult to live with at times. Learning to move on is very important. As possible, forgive yourself when you feel that you have not lived up to your standards.
What are some of things you do to keep your relationship growing?
Share small adventures. Our lives can get so busy. We begin to forget about small pleasures. Go for walks, shopping together, coffee, or whatever. When life has consumed cuff us, even a short pleasure can seem like a walk on the beach.
What special role has your faith of God play in your marriage?
It's about building a partnership with someone that will last for life. Um, and the only way to do that is by defending on God. So check it out. All the should be a part of your marriage. God should be your source of love. We love because He first loved us.